We got some big NFL news. Russell Wilson headed out of the NFC West. He's been traded to the Denver Broncos. The Seahawks are going to get 2 1s, 2 2s, Noah Fant, Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, defensive lineman. So the NFL, once again, just the behemoth in the sports world, grabbing headlines on a day where Aaron Rodgers signed a new contract. Andy, first thoughts, Russell Wilson is a Bronco.
Yeah, I had about 20 seconds there to get really excited about Noah Fant with Russell Wilson as his quarterback before I learned that Noah Fant was headed to Seattle in this. I guess I'll start with the Seattle side, which is not great because there's a real possibility. Like right now, is Drew Lock the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks? That's pretty disastrous if you have any sort of investment in Metcalf, in Lockett, now in Fant. That's ugly. We think Chris Carson is going to be the running back. Rashad Penny, not yet. Rashad Penny's a free agent. So all kinds of questions in Seattle, but what a party in Denver, right? They go from Locke and Bridgewater to Russell freaking Wilson. They waited about an hour after the Aaron Rodgers news that he was staying in Green Bay to pull the trigger on this. They obviously had it lined up. It's an incredible division, right? That we've got Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson going at it now for the next, 5 years, 7 years, whatever it's going to be. It's really exciting. Denver's a clear Super Bowl contender. The AFC is absolutely loaded. It is unquestionably exciting.
And the Raiders go from a playoff team last year with a competent quarterback in Derek Carr to now probably the worst team in this division on paper. Dalton, I know you're happy because as a 49ers fan, you wanted Russell Wilson to go as far away as possible. We couldn't accommodate Andy Behrens with that. He wants Aaron Rodgers out of the NFC North. That's not going to happen. What's your takeaway on the Wilson deal, D3?
Downgrade DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, upgrade the Broncos pass catchers. Jerry Jeudy, man, don't forget before that high ankle sprain, suffered, I believe, week 1. People just loved his potential. Now he has a big upgrade at quarterback. Jerry Jeudy will be shooting up fantasy draft tables. Albert O was actually quietly top 5 in yards per route run now with Noah Fant there. Big upgrade there. And if Melvin Gordon doesn't return with Russell Wilson now at quarterback in Denver, Javonte Williams is going to be a popular top 5 overall fantasy pick.
Let's talk about the Bronco we're most excited to draft. Williams is a guy, especially if they get rid of Melvin Gordon. We'll see what happens with that. Gordon did play pretty well last year, but he's somebody I'm excited to draft. I've been probably doubling down on Jeudy the last year. I didn't work out, but I still think he could be a 110 catch guy. So maybe Jeudy is the player I'm probably going to be more overweight on next year. Andy, is there a Bronco you think is going to be on a lot of your rosters next season?
Yeah, the easy answer here is Javonte Williams, but I think there's going to be so much competition for him, especially if Melvin isn't there. You guys already touched on that. We know that Russell Wilson can support 2 absolute fantasy stars at receiver. So I'll take either Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy. I'm fine with both. This is going to be a really exciting offense for sure. The one thing I didn't mention on Russell that I want to get out there is he did not run very much last year at all. Now that's a small ding in his fantasy value, but we do probably have to stop thinking of him as a just absolutely forget about it, no doubt, dual threat quarterback. He wasn't that guy last year.
Dalton, what's your early rank on Russell Wilson going forward? Maybe quarterback 7, quarterback 9. Do you have a number in mind? And is there a Bronco that you think you'll be overweight on next season?
Oh, man. Russell Wilson will probably be about the 10-ish range, but you're right. He didn't run last year. Maybe the 10 to 12-ish range, I'd say, is settle on early here. It makes sense that the Broncos did this after passing on Justin Fields with the top pick last year for a cornerback. They fell short in the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes. So big, props to them for going all in with this roster because that defense is underrated too. This is a Super Bowl contender right away. But I loved Jerry Jeudy last year. I must really love him this year with the upgrade at QB.